Welcome to Glow Beyond 50, where we share science-backed health tips to help you thrive after 50. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, this video might just save a life. As a neurologist, I've seen hundreds of stroke cases. I've walked through the complex recovery journeys with countless patients and their families, witnessing firsthand the devastating impact these events have, not just on the individual, but on their entire support system. But what I'm about to share with you today genuinely shocked me. It's about a common food, something many of us have been taught to consider the epitome of healthy eating, a staple in almost every household: fruit bowl. Yet, this particular fruit, when consumed by seniors, has the potential to quietly, almost imperceptibly, raise stroke risk overnight. And the most alarming part: far too many seniors are eating it regularly, believing it's completely safe and beneficial for their health. For decades, we've been told that fruit is a cornerstone of a healthy diet, and for very good reason. Fruits are packed with essential vitamins, vital minerals, and powerful antioxidants. They are often celebrated as a harmless, natural sweet treat, a guilt-free way to satisfy cravings while nourishing the body. But here's the crucial detail that often gets overlooked, especially as we age. Your body changes significantly after age 60. Your metabolism slows down, your liver and kidneys, those vital filtering organs, become less efficient, and your body's overall ability to process certain compounds and interact with medications shifts dramatically. What might have been perfectly fine, even highly beneficial, for you at 30, 40, or even 50 can unexpectedly become problematic, even dangerous, as your physiological systems age. Without careful attention and a clear understanding of these changes, something seemingly innocuous can transform into a hidden hazard, particularly when it interacts with prescription medications you might be taking for common age-related conditions. Let's talk about the stark, urgent reality of stroke in America. This isn't just a distant medical statistic. It's a profound health crisis impacting hundreds of thousands of lives annually. Every 40 seconds, someone in the U.S. experiences a stroke. That's nearly 800,000 people each and every year, a staggering number that underscores the pervasive nature of this condition. And tragically, a disproportionately large percentage of these cases occur in individuals over 60. What's even more heartbreaking is that in many of these instances, the critical warning signs were either missed entirely by the individual or dangerously misunderstood by their caregivers or even medical professionals during early stages. Patients often have no idea that a seemingly healthy daily habit, like conscientiously eating a particular fruit, could actually be setting them up for a dangerous interaction with their prescription medications or simply overwhelming their aging body's delicate systems in ways they can't perceive. The hidden link between certain fruits and medication effectiveness, or the body's natural clotting mechanisms, is a blind spot for many. Now, I know what you're probably wondering, and it's the most pressing question on your mind right now. Which fruit is it? I will reveal the exact fruit, and, more importantly, I will explain precisely why it poses a hidden danger for aging brains and cardiovascular systems in just a minute. It's absolutely vital that you understand the full picture, not just simply the name of the fruit. Knowing the why empowers you to make informed decisions for your health. So, I urge you to stick with me through the very end of this video. I'll not only reveal the one fruit you should potentially avoid or consume with extreme caution, but I will also share 3 powerful, brain-boosting fruits that are scientifically proven to be safe and highly beneficial for seniors, helping to sharpen memory, improve circulation, and support overall cognitive health after 60. Real stories, real risks. The human brain is delicate, and one seemingly small mistake in your fruit bowl could have irreversible consequences for your health, particularly as you age. As a neurologist, I've witnessed firsthand how seemingly innocuous dietary choices, especially when combined with common medications, can lead to devastating outcomes. Let me share a few true stories that illustrate the hidden risks, stories that profoundly impacted both my patients and my understanding of senior health. Consider the case of Mr. Robert, a vibrant 68-year-old man who prided himself on his healthy lifestyle. He was diligent about his daily walks, maintained a balanced diet, and was meticulous about taking his prescribed medication for high blood pressure. His doctor had always emphasized the importance of potassium for heart health, and Robert, believing he was making the best choices, incorporated a banana into his breakfast almost every morning. He thought he was doing everything right. One evening, after enjoying his usual banana with dinner, Robert experienced a sudden, excruciating headache, followed by confusion and a profound weakness on his left side. His wife immediately called 911. At the hospital, we quickly identified it as a stroke. What we uncovered during his workup was startling. His potassium levels were dangerously high, a condition known as hyperkalemia. While bananas are a fantastic source of potassium, for someone like Robert, whose kidneys were naturally less efficient with age and who was on certain blood pressure medications that can increase potassium retention, that daily banana particularly, when added to other potassium sources in his diet, created a critical overload. This spike in potassium, in conjunction with his medication, disrupted his heart rhythm and significantly increased his stroke risk. Robert's story is a stark reminder that even a healthy food can turn risky if not consumed with an understanding of your body's unique needs, especially when interacting with medication. Then there was Mrs. Helen, a vivacious 72-year-old who loved gardening and stayed active. She was on a common blood-thinning medication to prevent clots, a crucial part of her health regimen. Helen was a big fan of cherries, especially during the summer. She'd snack on them throughout the day, believing they were a wonderful, low-calorie treat. One morning, Helen woke up with severe dizziness and blurred vision. She was rushed to the Aware scans revealed a spontaneous intracranial hemorrhage, bleeding in her brain. We were puzzled, as her medication dosage was correct and she hadn't suffered any falls. Digging deeper into her dietary habits, we discovered her significant cherry consumption. Cherries, particularly in large quantities, contain compounds that can interfere with blood clotting and enhance the effects of anticoagulant medications. While a handful of cherries might be fine, Helen's daily, generous intake created an unintended, dangerous synergy with her blood thinner, leading to a critical internal bleed. This wasn't a direct stroke, but a medication-induced bleeding event that mimicked stroke symptoms and could have been fatal. Her case highlighted the insidious way common fruits can amplify medication effects in older adults whose livers and kidneys might not metabolize compounds as efficiently as a younger person's. And let's not forget Mr. David, a 65-year-old retiree, who swore by a late-night fruit snack. His choice: pineapple. He loved its sweet, tangy flavor and thought it was a refreshing way to end his day. One night, David suffered a thrombotic stroke where a blood clot blocked blood flow to his brain. While many factors contribute to stroke, our investigation pointed to a potential contributing role of his pineapple habit. Pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, which has natural anticoagulant properties. While often lauded for its anti-inflammatory benefits, in someone like David, who had underlying cardiovascular risk factors, consuming large amounts of pineapple, especially close to bedtime when blood flow can naturally slow, potentially exacerbated his clotting issues. Furthermore, bromelain can interact with certain medications, including blood thinners, although David wasn't on them. His doctors believed the late-night sugar spike from the fruit, combined with its natural blood-thinning properties, may have contributed to a cascade of events leading to a stroke. It's not just about specific enzymes or compounds. Consider fruits like mangoes and grapes. While undeniably delicious and nutritious, they are also very high in natural sugars. For older adults whose insulin sensitivity might be lower and whose bodies might not regulate blood sugar as efficiently, a large serving of these fruits can cause a rapid and significant blood sugar spike. This sudden surge in glucose can contribute to inflammation in blood vessels, leading to endothelial dysfunction over time, which directly increases the risk of clots and, consequently, stroke. Your liver and kidneys, which are less robust than they once were, have to work overtime to process these sudden sugar loads, adding strain to systems that are already working harder to keep you healthy. The common thread in these stories: people over 60 need to be acutely aware that their bodies filter substances less efficiently. Your liver and kidneys, your body's primary detoxifiers, simply aren't as robust as they were in your younger years. This means that compounds from fruits, especially when consumed in large quantities or in combination with certain medications, can accumulate more rapidly and reach harmful concentrations in your system than they would in a younger person. What was once beneficial or neutral can become a dangerous overload. So, while fruit seems like the perfect summer snack, it's clear that seniors need to approach their fruit choices with caution and awareness. The hidden science behind fruit and stroke: not all fruits are dangerous, but how, when, and with what you eat them makes all the difference, especially when you're over 60. As a brain doctor, I've spent years understanding the intricate dance between diet, medication, and the delicate balance required for optimal brain health. The hidden dangers aren't always obvious. They often lie in the subtle interactions and metabolic shifts that occur as we age. Let's delve into the science that explains why certain fruits can pose an unexpected stroke risk for seniors. We can broadly categorize the risks posed by fruits for older adults into three main groups, each impacting a crucial physiological system. Firstly, impact on blood and blood pressure. This category includes fruits like cherries, pineapple, and even some citrus fruits like grapefruit. While generally considered healthy, their unique compounds can significantly affect your blood's consistency and how your body regulates blood pressure, particularly when combined with medication. Take grapefruit, for instance. It's infamous for interacting with a wide range of medications, including statins, cholesterol-lowering drugs, certain blood pressure medications, and even some antiarrhythmic drugs. The culprits are compounds called furanocoumarins, which inhibit a crucial enzyme in your liver called CYP3A4. This enzyme is responsible for metabolizing about 50% of all prescription drugs. When CYP3A4 is inhibited, your body can't break down the medication as quickly, leading to higher, potentially toxic levels of the drug in your bloodstream. For blood pressure medications, this can cause a dangerous drop in blood pressure. For statins, it can increase the risk of muscle damage. And for blood thinners, it can significantly elevate the risk of bleeding or hemorrhage, essentially acting like a dangerously high dose of your medication. Pineapple, as we discussed with Mr. David, contains bromelain, an enzyme known for its anti-inflammatory properties, but also for its ability to affect blood clotting. While it's generally safe for most people in moderation, for seniors on blood thinners like warfarin or even daily aspirin, a large or frequent intake of pineapple could enhance the anti-clotting effect, increasing the risk of bleeding. Similarly, cherries, especially tart cherries, contain compounds that can have mild anticoagulant effects. For Mrs. Helen, her generous daily intake compounded the effects of her prescribed blood thinner, leading to a brain bleed. It's a delicate balance, and for an aging body, these subtle interactions can tip the scales towards a dangerous outcome. Secondly, we have fruits that cause rapid blood sugar spikes. This group includes many of our favorite sweet treats, mangoes, grapes, and even very sweet varieties of apples. While natural sugars are different from refined sugars, for an aging body, the sheer volume of sugar in a single serving of these fruits can be problematic. As we get older, our bodies often become less sensitive to insulin, the hormone responsible for ushering glucose from the bloodstream into cells. This is known as insulin resistance, and it's a common age-related change. When you consume a high-sugar fruit, especially on an empty stomach, your blood glucose levels can surge dramatically. This rapid spike triggers an inflammatory response within your blood vessels, damaging the delicate lining of your arteries, the endothelium. Chronic inflammation and damage to the endothelium contribute to atherosclerosis, the hardening, and narrowing of arteries, which is a major risk factor for stroke. Furthermore, these sugar spikes over time can lead to uncontrolled blood sugar levels, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, a well-established independent risk factor for stroke due to its damaging effects on blood vessels and nerves. The cumulative effect of frequent blood sugar surges means more wear and tear on your cardiovascular system, making it more vulnerable to clot formation and blockages. Finally, there's the subtle but significant risk of dehydration and thickened blood, particularly from fruits like watermelon, especially when combined with certain medications. Watermelon is renowned for its high water content, making it seem like the perfect hydrating fruit. However, it's also a natural diuretic, meaning it increases urine production. For many seniors who might already be taking diuretic medications, for conditions like high blood pressure or heart failure, consuming large amounts of watermelon can exacerbate fluid loss. While staying hydrated is crucial, excessive fluid loss, particularly without adequate replenishment, can lead to dehydration. Dehydration makes your blood thicker and more concentrated, increasing its viscosity. Thicker blood flows less smoothly and is more prone to forming clots. This is a significant concern for stroke prevention, as a thicker, more viscous blood increases the risk of blockages in the brain's delicate blood vessels. Think of it like trying to pump honey through a straw versus water. The thicker fluid requires more effort and is more likely to get stuck. For an aging cardiovascular system, this added strain and increased clotting risk can be very dangerous, especially during the night when blood flow naturally slows. Beyond these categories, the fundamental scientific principle at play involves your body's aging filtration systems, your liver and kidneys. These organs are your body's primary detoxification and metabolic processing plants. They break down medications, process nutrients, and eliminate waste. If those filters slow down with age, which they inevitably do to some degree, compounds from fruits and active ingredients from medications can clash with dangerous results. This can lead to either increased drug concentration. The fruit inhibits the enzyme that breaks down the drug, leading to higher levels of the drug in your system, as seen with grapefruit and statins. Altered drug effectiveness. The fruit's compounds directly interfere with the drug's mechanism of action, either enhancing or reducing its intended effect. For example, the vitamin K in leafy greens, though not a fruit, it's a good analogy, can counteract blood thinners. Similarly, compounds in fruits can affect platelet aggregation, metabolic overload, high sugar content, or certain mineral imbalances like excessive potassium can overwhelm an aging metabolic system, leading to systemic stress that impacts cardiovascular health. Take, for instance, the furanocoumarins found in grapefruit. These aren't just an anecdotal interaction. They are potent inhibitors of the CYP3A4 enzyme system. This enzyme system is like a critical gatekeeper in your liver, deciding how much of a drug gets into your bloodstream and how quickly it's eliminated. When furanocoumarins block this gatekeeper, the drug accumulates, increasing its effects and side effects. This is a pharmacokinetic interaction, meaning it affects how the body processes the drug. Another example is menaferine found in mangoes. While research is ongoing, some studies suggest that compounds in mangoes might affect the metabolism of certain cholesterol-lowering drugs. Similarly, the high fiber content in some fruits, while generally beneficial, can sometimes interfere with the absorption of certain medications if consumed too close together. Understanding these intricate interactions is paramount for seniors. Your liver and kidneys are your body's unsung heroes, constantly working to maintain balance. With age, their capacity isn't what it once was. This diminished capacity means that the same healthy fruit that was harmless at 30 can become a significant challenge at 70, particularly if you're on multiple medications. The compounds in fruits and the active ingredients in your medications compete for the same metabolic pathways. If the pathway is congested or slowed, harmful accumulations or altered effects become a real possibility, directly impacting your stroke risk by affecting blood pressure, blood clotting, or vascular health. Safe fruits and smart eating habits. Here's the good news: not all fruits are risky. In fact, some can actively sharpen your memory, improve circulation, and robustly support a healthy brain after 60. While it's crucial to be aware of the potential hidden dangers we've just discussed, it's equally important to know which fruits are your allies in the quest for optimal senior health. Let's explore some of the safest and most beneficial fruit choices for your aging brain and body. When it comes to selecting fruits that are both delicious and genuinely supportive of your health after 60, focus on those that are low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and rich in healthy fats or fiber. Here are 4 excellent choices. Firstly, berries. This category includes powerhouse fruits like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. They are consistently at the top of the list for brain health, and for good reason. Berries are packed with antioxidants, particularly flavonoids, which have been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier and exert direct protective effects on brain cells. They help reduce inflammation, improve neuronal signaling, and can even stimulate the growth of new brain cells. Crucially, berries are also relatively low in sugar compared to many other fruits, making them a fantastic choice for managing blood glucose levels and reducing the risk of inflammation and related stroke factors. Secondly, green apples. Well, many apple varieties can be quite sweet. Opting for green apples like Granny Smith's is a smart move. They have a lower sugar content and a higher concentration of beneficial fiber. The fiber helps to slow down the absorption of natural sugars, preventing rapid blood sugar spikes. Green apples also contain powerful antioxidants that support vascular health, which is vital for maintaining good blood flow to the brain and reducing stroke risk. Thirdly, avocado. Yes, botanically speaking, avocado is a fruit and it's an absolute superstar for brain health. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which are essential for healthy brain function and memory. These healthy fats help support healthy blood flow to the brain, reduce bad cholesterol levels, and provide a steady source of energy without the dramatic blood sugar fluctuations associated with high-sugar fruits. They also contain vitamins K and E, which are brain-protective antioxidants. Fourthly, pomegranates in moderation. Pomegranates are bursting with antioxidants, particularly punicalagins, which have powerful anti-inflammatory and cardioprotective effects. They can help improve blood flow, reduce arterial plaque buildup, and support overall heart health. However, pomegranates are higher in natural sugars than berries, so consume them in moderation. A small serving of arils, the seeds, or a small glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice occasionally can be beneficial. Now, simply choosing the right fruits isn't enough. How, when, and with what you eat them makes a significant difference, especially as your metabolism changes with age. Here are 3 smart eating habits for fruit consumption. Eat fruit in the morning, paired with protein, healthy fats. Consuming fruit earlier in the day gives your body more time to process the natural sugars. Pairing fruit with a source of protein, like Greek yogurt or eggs, or healthy fats like nuts, seeds, or avocado, significantly slows down the absorption of sugar. This helps prevent those sharp blood glucose spikes we talked about, maintaining stable energy levels and reducing vascular strain. Avoid eating fruit right before bedtime. Your metabolism naturally slows down as you prepare for sleep. Eating high-sugar fruits late in the evening can lead to elevated blood sugar levels throughout the night, contributing to inflammation and putting unnecessary stress on your cardiovascular system when it should be resting and repairing. Always consult your doctor if you're taking medications. This is perhaps the most crucial tip. If you're currently on medications for heart conditions, high blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood thinners, it is absolutely essential to discuss your fruit intake with your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can provide personalized advice based on your specific health profile and medication regimen, helping you navigate potential interactions and ensure your choices are safe. Remember this fundamental truth: what used to be healthy at 30 can become harmful at 70 if you don't adapt. Your body is constantly evolving, and your dietary choices must evolve with it. By making smart, informed decisions about the fruits you choose and how you consume them, you can protect your brain, enhance your vitality, and significantly reduce your stroke risk. If you found this surprising, helpful, or even life-saving, please hit like, share this video with someone you care about, and leave a comment below. What fruits are you eating every day? Don't forget to subscribe for more senior health tips, and if you'd like to support this channel, consider donating using the link below. Your brain will thank you.